YouTube, what is good? Fight fans all over the world. It's your boy, the realest of the real talk boxing, sweating up a storm. Listen, I'm not going to lie to y'all, man. I got tired today. As you can see, I'm sitting down, not standing up. I don't know what happened, but I got flat out tired today, completely exhausted, almost fatigued. But that's a good thing, man. That lets me know that I'm putting in work and I'm really pushing myself. But I can't stop sweating. But listen, I want to holler at you guys, man. You know, Deontay Wilder, he came out and said that Dillian Whyte would be an easy fight for him. A very easy fight. He stated that Dillian Whyte is real good about calling out good fighters and never fighting them. And he said that his style is too wild. You think I'm wild. Dillian Whyte is wild, swinging, hooks are wild, you know, just bad technique all around. This is Deontay Wilder now. This is Deontay Wilder. Y'all boy, not mine, but I ain't going to clown on him today. I'm not going to clown on him today at all. But what I'm going to do is just state facts. And then I'm going to give you my opinion, because my opinion is not factual. It's just what I think. But I'm going to give you some facts first. Okay? And this might surprise some of you guys. Now, 2 years ago, if you would have asked me who would win between Whyte and Wilder, both the DWs, huh? Dillian Whyte, Deontay Wilder, DW. Ironic. Alanis Morissette. If you would have asked me 2 years ago if Dillian Whyte could beat Deontay Wilder, or Wilder could beat, if Wilder could beat Dillian Whyte, I would have told you no. And don't ever ask me a stupid question like that again. That's what I would have said. But now, judging by what I have seen as of late, even though Dillian Whyte won in spectacular fashion, his last outing against Povetkin, there's some things that Deontay Wilder stated that were completely true. He is wild. He is unorthodox. His technique is horrible in times in the ring, at spots. I mean, there's truth to that. So, let me give you a little bit about Dillian Whyte. You know, most of you guys know, you're boxing fans. Dillian Whyte has been hurt and knocked down and knocked out a handful of times, y'all. A handful of times. How many times have professional, not amateur, how many times has Deontay Wilder been knocked out in his professional career? How many? All right. You get where I'm going. Okay. With Dillian Whyte, Rivas knocked him down. Parker knocked him down. AJ knocked him out. Povetkin knocked him out. Now, you could say, oh, come on, real talk. You know, Deontay Wilder's been hurt. Yeah, he's been hurt. He's been hurt against Molina. He's been hurt against Luis Ortiz. Almost got taken out. And got an extra 10 seconds after the sit-down break. After that round, he almost got knocked out. I don't care what anybody says. He got an extra 10 seconds. But, you know, he weathered the storm. Now, and, you know, obviously, Tyson Fury. But now, you can make an argument and saying that, hey, Tyson Fury, he's never been known for a power puncher anyway. That's why he survived. It was Deontay Wilder's lack of training in the second fight is why Tyson Fury was able to get him out of there. Or all the other crazy accusations, and the excuses. I honestly think that just Deontay Wilder did not train for that fight. I honestly think that he did not train for part 2 of him and Tyson Fury. He came in, I don't know how many pounds heavier, but he was heavier. You saw he didn't have any legs. Didn't do any road work. He probably never does road work. He was trying to build and gain muscle and didn't train the proper way that he should have trained against Tyson Fury. And I think that had a certain percentage of why he lost to Tyson. I'm giving the rest of it to Tyson Fury. Well, matter of fact, I'm going to give all of it to Tyson Fury because he did what he was supposed to do. He trained, he came in there hydrated, and he just beat the brakes off of him and got him out of there. But it wasn't a knockout per se. He didn't get rendered unconscious. Yes, he did get knocked down in the fight. I think it was a clean knockdown. People argue with me saying he got hit behind the head. He got hit on the ear, in my opinion. But nevertheless, he hasn't been hurt that many times. And he was hurt by one of the biggest punchers in the heavyweight division, which is Luis King Kong Ortiz, and he weathered the storm. Okay? So who has the better chin? Who has the better chin? I'm going to say Deontay Wilder. Wait a minute, real talk. Now, Wilder hasn't faced anything close to the opponents as Dillian Whyte. You know, because Parker may be capable of knocking Deontay Wilder out. We never know that. We'll never know that because he hadn't fought Parker. Well, Anthony Joshua may be able to render Deontay Wilder unconscious. We won't know that because they haven't fought. Rivas could possibly hurt Deontay Wilder. Well, we'll never know that because they never fought. So, I mean, you can make that argument and that accusation, but doesn't necessarily make it true. Now, we don't know because they hadn't been in the ring together. All I can go on is what has happened. And Dillian Whyte has been hurt and dropped and knocked out a handful of times, way more than Deontay Wilder. So I'm going to definitely say that Deontay Wilder has the better chin. Who has the better technique? As of right now, I'm still going to say Dillian Whyte, even though he didn't look too fresh and too good in his last two outings. I think he looked better in the first Povetkin fight than he did the second. His legs were just all over the place, wobbly. He was very wild and very awkward and not very technical, but nevertheless, he got the knockout. So do I think Dillian Whyte could beat Deontay Wilder right now? Deontay hasn't fought in over a year either. Like, if they should fight this summer, if they fought this summer, I will give it to Deontay Wilder. You know why? Because Dillian Whyte is overtrained right now. He needs a break. His body needs a break. He needs to recover. Now, if they fought late winter, I would give it to Dillian Whyte because he's had enough time to recover and rest. But as of right now, judging by what I've seen against Povetkin, and a lot of y'all are going to argue with me about this. It's just now I gave you facts already, but now I'm just giving you my opinion. If they fought next, like Dillian Whyte wants to fight this summer, and if he fought Deontay Wilder, I think Deontay Wilder would knock him out. Woo! Yeah, I know y'all can't believe I said that. I understand, because I can't believe I'm saying it either. But I'm just going by what I've seen in their last outings. Now, Deontay Wilder's last outing was way more terrible than Dillian Whyte's. Dillian Whyte's wasn't really horrible. It was a spectacular win. He won every round and he knocked Povetkin out. But even Povetkin didn't look the same. He looked overtrained. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you could say even in an overtrained state, Dillian Whyte is still dangerous, and he is. So I could be wrong. But definitely if he has some significant amount of talent off Dillian Whyte, he would get in there and he would spark Deontay Wilder. But Deontay Wilder's been off and probably not training, shooting guns and taking pictures and whatever else he does. Not fighting, I know that much. Not in the ring, not boxing. But, I mean, it's kind of hard to say. So I'm just going to say this. Should they fight, which I'm not saying that there's a possibility. I'm just saying, hypothetically, if they fought like Dillian Whyte wants to jump back in the ring in the summer, I think Dillian Whyte will get knocked out. But if Dillian Whyte took off a significant amount of time to recover, Dillian Whyte easy. That's what I'm saying. So I can't really argue or be mad about what Deontay Wilder said about Dillian Whyte. He did look sloppy. He did look wild. But what does Deontay Wilder always look like, even when he's not overtrained? Just some food for thought. I mean, like even literally during this video, I've confused myself. Like, it's hard to say. It's hard to say, but you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. But, you know, Deontay Wilder said this and said that. You know, I can understand what you're saying, but still, bro, you ain't fighting. Come on, man. Book you a fight, knock the rust off, and then get in there with Whyte. Whyte, recover. Chill. Rest. Don't jump back in there during the summer, man. Please don't do it. I beg of you. Never mind what I'm talking about on my opinion. I want to know yours. Comment down below. That's your boy Real Talk. No, as always, respect all. Fear none. God bless. Till the next time, Real Talk Boxing. I'm up. I'm out of here. And I'm sweating, baby.